Hello, my lovers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is where this video finds you. I'm going to do a little daily reading. It's April 24th, and my intention with tarot is to... My intention with tarot is to offer you divine guidance and love and clarity. So let's get into the reading. Major changes coming. Major changes are happening. There's a shift in a big change in the world, basically, here. So there's a message coming in. There could be some new opportunities. For some of you, there's a new love entering, but you're kind of taking your time with this. There's no rush, right? I think with the World card, it's really emblematic of huge culmination of cycles. So certain cycles completing, which means maybe work things are completing, relationship things are completing, and or just maybe a big move is on the horizon, right? Just big changes. And that means that certain doors are closing, certain chapters are ending, and that we're revolutionizing our lives. We're going to make some big changes. But there's this sort of hesitation. There's a sense of really holding space for ourselves as we look at the different opportunities and the different options that are presenting themselves. And again, there's a real underscore continuing messaging of resting, of looking after our bodies, of being able to look after ourselves, to look after the people in our worlds. And for some of you, yeah, I would say travel is perhaps on the horizon. There's something here initiating a move out of a hermit mode. For some of you, if you've been feeling a bit withdrawn, if you've been feeling like you just don't know which way to go, there's definitely a sense of renewed direction. I do feel like a lot of you are probably focusing on money, on stability, and making changes where it's necessary, basically. I'm hearing diversifying assets, and I'm not even sure what that means exactly. But for some of you, it makes me think of like bringing in assets and like moving them around to maybe create greater stability and or abundance. So there's also a sense here of, as we move forward into these new energies, there does want to be a sense of passion. There wants to be a sense of fire, of like, yes, that's the direction. That's definitely the direction I want to move in. If it's less than that, then we're going to kind of hold the space and not move around too much, probably, or not be too hasty in making certain decisions. The Sun card, page of... Some of you might have a child or someone in your life, someone younger than you, that maybe is going through stuff, and or they're bringing messages that stir up a feeling of, Hanged Man, like maybe feeling stuck in regards to the situation. The situation's going through a rebirth. So for example, if you have a child who's getting ready to leave home, or who has left home, maybe is graduating from university, a child is going through a transformational process. So again, you're having to stand strong, probably having to really, be strong and powerful in your light and in your strength to hold space. If this resonates, like again, somebody younger than you, it could be a cousin or a niece or child, definitely a younger person who's bringing messages that like somehow damper the light or bring the light down or something like this. And this, again, might make you feel stuck if this is somebody significant to you. Just to hold the space, because there's something transforming here. A dynamic, right? Again, really more simply put, when a child leaves home, or certainly I've witnessed that too when I've seen friends whose children are grown up and they all start to leave the house, there's a transformational process that goes on, just like when we become new parents, right? Like our lives are never the same again once you give birth to a child, right? And choose to look after that child, and that's a huge change. So the same goes when those same kids leave your home at whatever age that is, the dynamic changes. They become grown-ups, right? This energy is coming through as well of, well, actually, I'm gonna read it as a reversal in this context. For some of you, there's this energy of like, try not to get too fixated on the detail or the minutia with regards to wanting to move forward. I really want to take this action. For some of us, getting too caught up in the detail, or more like an obsession, like when we're obsessing over something that inhibits our movement forward, rather than just moving forward and trusting that we can face those hurdles as and when they come up, right? And then the other energy would be, yes, to focus on making sure things are balanced, making sure your budgets are balanced, making sure that that we can be looking after things at home as well as looking after the externals, right? The outer world. For some of you, there's an energy of speaking from the heart. This could be to do with an intimate relationship, a close relationship, being honest, speaking from the heart. There's something there with regards to greater intimacy, really in all of our relationships. It's a discerning quality more than likely, but again, speaking from the heart is a way to speak honestly, right? And it allows us to break through barriers, right? So there's a greater sense, again, even in the global energies, a cry for greater transparency and honesty and real deal, like what the heck is going on, you know, because of the apparent violence and atrocity we're all meant to just stomach and accept as like, this is the way it is. And yet increasingly more and more and more people are like, this is not just how it is, and this is really like some weird global control takeover. And here, there's this an experiencing energy. I also quickly saw that abundance card. So hold the fort, my lovers. Trust that, you know, that reinvigoration of passion will move us forward. The right people, places, and things will align themselves. And that when we can just stay strong in the presence of our own light and purity and innocence, ultimately, we can harmonize and allow people to go through ups and downs, allow people to be where they are and not feel the need to like step in and fix, and again, just be willing to sort of shine your own light sort of thing and move in the direction that feels passionate for you. And for some of you, just be mindful of like an overly critical or slightly even bordering on obsessive. It's like that analysis paralysis energy, like thinking like if everything isn't like super duper perfect, I can't move forward. Speaking from the heart, being honest, being vulnerable, asking for help when needed. This helps us break through barriers. It helps us to become more honest and balanced human beings. Good reading for today, you guys. Hope you have a good one. April 24th. Feel free to share around, subscribe, all that juicy good stuff. Check out the YouTube channel as well. If you notice me looking around, I keep getting distracted because the cat is outside and he's playing and doing things. I don't like it when he catches creatures, so I just kept checking that he wasn't like catching a bird or something like that. Anyway, have a great day, you guys. Peace out.